What's good, YouTube? It's Ray Jarrell. So in today's video, I want to show you guys this gun tight Y off week mini scheme in Madden 24. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So I just want to quickly run over the scheme. Now the playbook I'm in is the Eagles offensive playbook. Again, I'm in the Eagles offensive playbook. Now this formation can be found in a lot of other playbooks, but I like the Eagles in particular. For one, they have other great plays, so if you like to audible down to different formations, this is a better playbook for this formation. You have a lot of good gun formations in here, but also with the Eagles playbook, now not every single playbook has the same exact plays, okay? Because sometimes in the videos you guys will tell me, hey, this is in XYZ playbook, but the plays doesn't match up. So there's like two playbooks that has these exact same plays in it, so make sure you check your playbooks to make sure, because there's another one and I may put it in the description, so check the description as well if you don't want to rock the Eagles playbook. Alright, so what I want to do first is I want to go over the run plays. Now this Y lead option is very good, and this 0-1 trap is extremely good. And I want to actually come out and so if you look, we have the RPO zone alert, and then we also have the RPO zone alert Omaha. So I don't like the Omaha one. The Omaha one isn't that good, but the alert glance is the best one in my opinion. You're gonna be able to see that why I say that here in a second. Now I'm gonna quickly go through my favorite setups. So in this video you're gonna see you're going to be able to see me bomb cover 3, you're going to be able to see me bomb cover 4, you're going to be able to see me have different setups versus man coverage, and that's basically all you're going to face. Now cover 2, we'll talk about that, but you hardly ever see cover 2 online anymore unless they're playing with a cover 3 shell, but you can actually still bomb that as well. So it's a lot you can do here. So first I'm just going to come out in the zone alert glance. Now we're going to be doing everything out of the dollar for now, and instead of this cover 3 we're going to put cover 4 drop, and we're going to come out in cover 3, so that way we can kind of talk about all the base coverages that you'll see. So now I only use the Giants really just because I picked them, just because they have a pretty fast quarterback in Daniel Jones. I didn't say accurate, I said fast. Alright, so they got Daniel Jones, Saquon's pretty good. They have really great speed receivers. Now they're speedy. They're not the best route runners, but they're speedy, so that's all that matters. And they have Darren Waller. So I just decided to rock out with the Giants. Now I have 3 gameplays for you guys, just kind of prepare y'all. So I got to move through this video pretty fast, so that way I'm tired of giving y'all 30-minute videos. I try my best not to. Okay. So anyways, right here with this, I'm gonna show y'all why I like this one. So notice how he kind of slides out there, and he's able to make a play on this. Now this is very consistent with how they do this. Now you'll see me run this in game. In game it works a tad bit different, but the same principles apply, where this guy kind of goes and actually does a little shuffle animation. And I want to show you the other RPO as well, so that way you can kind of see the difference in it. So if we kind of go back and look at it, so let's go to the Omaha one, and let's go to the same exact coverage, right? So we'll just come out and cover 3 this time, right? Okay, so if we look at it again, now watch the difference in this. So of course it's not going to be able to show how we want, but they do block this different, believe it or not. But you just have to kind of just trust me that the this one doesn't work as good, I find. Now if you want to hand it off, that's up to you, but the screen on this one doesn't work too good, but I just prefer the other one. The zone alert glance is just my preference. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna still come out. I'm coming out 0-1 trap this time, because I want to talk to you guys about my favorite run plays in here, and this 0-1 trap is very, very good in this game. We'll put the user on, we'll leave it on him. So the 0-1 trap, basically if they're in any 3 down front, it does work pretty good, and in the gameplay you're gonna see that as well. No matter if they pinch their line or not, it still works pretty good. I just like to mix this 0-1 trap in. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's just literally a trap play, so you just read it. But in practice mode, this is all Madden practice mode, so it's not going to work the best, but in game it does work really great. So the Y lead option is my #1 run play when I run this, because it's just literally a standard read option, but the blocking on when they hand it off works similar to the 0-1 trap, except for we don't have guards pulling. So it's still a very, very good read option. Hopefully I can kind of get it to you to show you now. So notice that time was able to turn it back and cut back, but the lanes will change always. But just those are just literally my 2 favorite run plays. I don't want to spend any more time on that. They're just run plays. I mean, run them if you have success. If you don't have success, dot their face off, what you're about to see us do. So I'm gonna set up some couple audibles of the plays we're going over. So I'm gonna go over shallow cross, I'm gonna go over this dig halfback option, I'm gonna go over flanker spot, and finally wide receiver under. So these are my top plays. Now I'm gonna come out and post wheel drag, all right, because I want to kind of quickly cover all of the passing concepts we're going to see. So I don't know if I think I'm just going to give you guys a lot of the setups versus the same coverages. I've been trying to think about how I want to do this, but I want to show you the bomb plays for sure though. So let's take a look at cover. Let's go back and go to cover 3. I forgot to put cover 4 drop in my audible. So let's go right here to cover 3, and then let's go to post wheel drag right here. So alright, so the bomb cover 3, all we're going to do is take Waller, motion him out, or your tight end, and we're going to put him on a comeback route. And we're going to take triangle right here, we're going to put him on a streak. Now, R1, you can do whatever you want with. So if you feel like they're going to blitz you, go ahead and block them. Or if you feel like you can have time in the pocket, I like to take them and put them on a out to the right. Or I'll put them on a curl, but most of the time I'm going to put them on an option to the right. Now you just need time in the pocket for this play, and you're going to wait for square if you have time. So you're going to be able to tell squares, I mean, just literally going to get wide open, you know, make a little juke, whatever, but you're literally going to get wide open every single time if they're playing cover 3. And now the good part about this play, I'm going to call it again so you can see, but the good part about this is that the user most of the time is going to play down low on this running back, and then they're going to try to work their way up to this route right here. Or if they're on this side, a lot of times they'll actually kind of freeze right here. And if they freeze, that's all we need. And they're going to be in like a trail position most of the time when they try to recover. And that's what we're looking for. And this gets open because of the comeback route. Corners this year play very hard on the comeback route. So it makes it possible to bomb them over the top this year in Madden, as you guys probably already know by now. So anyways, that's my favorite cover 3 bomb. Now we also can bomb... we can also bomb it to the right, to the left side. So here we go with cover 3 right here. Now for this setup, all we're going to take square, put them on an in route. We're going to take X, put them on a streak. And this setup right here will bomb cover 3 every single time. And it also will bomb cover 4 drop. As you can tell right there, we're going to have that wide open throw. And that one is going to get way more open. That's actually my favorite one, honestly. So that's my favorite one to call against that one. So let's talk about cover 4 drop real quick. So see, we are in cover 4 drop. And I just want to show you that if we go back to shallow cross and do the same exact setup, square on the in route, I know it doesn't show it, but square is on the in route, X is on the streak, and we do the same setup, you just have to have time in the pocket. That's the thing I can't promise you, but if you have time, you're going to literally see circles going to get wide open. And I'm going to go back and actually I'm going to call that play one more time and run it for you again so you can actually see it. But the only reason it was that tight of a throw is simply because he was getting bumped around and all that stuff. And even if that happens, you'll still be good. And again, that square on the in route, X on the streak, and then you're going to be good just like this. So all you need literally is just time in the pocket. You can still throw it early if you want to. You don't have to wait all the way until he clears, which you're going to be able to see here in a second if you didn't already see it. So again, you do not have to wait for this. So if you run out of time in the pocket or whatever, it's a 1-2 read I like. So I like to throw it here. Sometimes, depending on who your quarterback is or your receiver, well, tight end, basically, you can throw this ball now and kind of lead them inside. It depends on it. I don't never do it because I'd rather take the safety of throwing this guy right now instead of our tight end. But as you can tell, you can throw either one. And I like to make a read down low. So if the user shows me he's going to give me this, I'll take it every single time. Now, also, the cool thing with this play is that if you're patient, this guy is going to release to the running back. And in cover 4, he's going to just sit right here. But you can still throw that depending on who they have. Now in cover 3, this will be wide open, which I'm going to go back and show you too because it's important to not talk about it that you do see that. So you have multiple reads on this one play. So it's why I like this play. If it's versus any zone, it's going to work really well. Now watch triangle. Of course I ain't going to be able to throw it, but when you see them bite down like that, you're good, okay? You could throw circle. And now let's say, just for example, if they come out and let's say cover 2, right? So I'll show you what it looks like versus cover 2. So we'll go shallow cross again. We're going to do the same exact setup. And don't worry, I'm going to show y'all different setups. I'm just trying to show y'all something. But seeing how we could throw circle, but also we could have had R1 as well. So it's if you read the left side, you're good on this play. So no matter what you do, you'll have somebody open as long as you have time in the pocket. And also, you have your quick option right here. You'll always have that. Now, if you're patient, not if you're patient, I'm sorry. But if you're patient, what you can do is you can actually dump this ball as soon as he pulls them. And it's something that's been in Madden for a long time, where if they're in a cloud or a flat and they're not zone drop, they'll actually suck them inside like that. Pause. But we'll be able to throw this ball right here and get like a nice little pass lead if you can, and you'll be able to get some positive yards there. So that's just one of the things I like. So you can definitely dissect cover 2 in that type of way. Now, dig halfback option. I love this versus man coverage. It's one of my favorite things to call versus man or the man blitz. And this inside break and zig route is really good. Now, I like to take circle, put them on a streak. I know it doesn't show up, but circles on a streak, triangles on a slant. And I like to block my running back. So basically, I have a zig, a streak, a slant. And this streak right here is actually really good, especially if they're playing man press. I'll show you here in a second. Sometimes they just don't get hands on that guy for square. Sometimes they do, but it's something good to look out for. So obviously I ran out of time right there, but that's fine because it gave me enough time to show you what I wanted to show you. So what I like to do is I like to look at this and see if it gets open. Now right there it didn't get open, but you're going to see here in a little bit that a lot of times, well, sometimes they just don't touch this guy and he'll be able to like skate around the sideline without getting touched. So that's something to look out for. Now, right here, the slant, I don't know why, but this slant in this slot position, I don't know what it is, but they just do a great job of separating. It could be the Giants receivers, but they just, this route is just open a lot. I don't know why. And lastly, the zig route. This zig route is extremely good. It's an inside breaking one, so you really just want to make a 1-2 read, seeing where the user is between these two routes, okay? So I'll try to call it one more time. Hopefully I can get the release that I'm looking for. So again, that's dig halfback option. Just take triangle, put them on a slant, circle on a streak. Now with R1, like I said, I like to block him, and we're just basically flooding the whole side. So circle on a streak, R1 blocked. All right, so look at square. No, he didn't get open that time. That's fine. But as you can tell, we had triangle or X, and those are going to be your 2 reads consistently. Okay, very, very consistent with that. Now, one thing I do want to mention too is this route right here beats any zone coverage right here. So what we're going to do is we're still on the post drag wheel play, so we're going to take circle, put him on a streak. We're going to motion over this guy right here, and then we're going to take R1 and put him on a out route to the right. Now this concept right here will beat every zone coverage in the game, but please do not run this to the wide side. If you run this setup to right here to the wide side, it's not going to work how you want it to. This only works on the short side, and what's going to happen is square is going to get open every single time on that corner route. Is a very, very glitchy corner route. It kind of works how the bunch style corner routes work out of that play, corner strike. It's similar to that one, but it's just very, very glitchy to me. Okay, now next thing I want to talk about is flanker. Now with this flanker play, I like to actually motion over triangle, take square, put them on a streak, and then I'll literally run it. I'll take circle, put them on a drag, and I'll normally block the running back if I'm going to run it this way. Or if I don't run, or if I don't block the running back, so let's say I left him on a little out route, we'll just put him on an out route. If I wanted to do 5 out, then I would just take circle right here and actually put him on a zig route, and that's going to help X get open a little bit more. So I run it this way just so you can see it first. So just kind of look at X, notice how he's going to sit right there. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that early. So you want to wait. If you're going to throw that ball right there, you got to wait until he clears past it. So I normally like to make this be a bait route, if that makes sense. So triangle, I like to have the user, if the user is going to start baiting this, then I really love to dump this down right here. This is normally my favorite read when I do this setup. Or I like to throw my drag underneath. I hardly ever throw this because I want the user to go bait this. So you might be wondering why I set it up that way, and that's for this wide receiver under play. So with wide receiver under, this one I'm gonna motion over so I make it look the exact same. But now I'm going to take circle. I'm still going to put them on a hitch. Now, if you want to, you can put them on a zig if you want to kind of play with your opponent. But I like to do it just like this. And I'll take R1, put them on a curl. And basically now, or either that or a swing route, whichever one. Right here, I chose the swing route. But with this setup now, we're going to be able to have triangle get a lot more wide open than that. Well, a lot more wide open, okay? Now, if you want it to be even more wide open, which is the last thing I'm giving you before I dive into gameplay, if you want this to be even more wide open, take circle and just put them on a streak instead. So just do a double streak concept. You'll see me do this in game here in a second. And now I'll take R1 and I'll actually put them to swing to the right side. So this way I can play with the user between X and our tight end, between these two. But triangle now is going to clear over the top of every single zone coverage in the game based on as you can tell, he's going to be able to clear over the top. So I would have been able to throw that. I'll go back and show you real quick, and then I'm going to get into this gameplay because this video is already getting long. But anyways, this is designed to have the user, if the user's not here, you can throw this all night. You'll be able to have this as long as you want it. But the streak is going to be able to push back every deep zone. no matter what they're playing, cover 2, cover 4, don't matter. I don't care the coverage, and you'll be able to throw this ball up in here when he gets about right here. Now again, if you don't have enough time in the pocket, my quick reads on this is the running back, and then we can wait and see what the user does between both of these routes right here. So, you know, just basically testing the user, see if he's going to be patient or not. So those are my favorite setups. You're going to see me talk about even some more setups that I didn't get to because I want to get this gameplay to you guys. So let's go ahead and check out this gameplay. Alright, y'all, so right here, this was the first game that I did load up into, and as you can tell, it is the Giants on top of the Giants. So if you guys know kind of my content at this point, I really don't like showing you guys when I play the same team. I just don't personally like it, and I'm an old school man, so normally when we get the same teams, you just want to just quit out, you know, do the friendly quit. Sometimes people accept it, sometimes they don't. So right here we are going to get into our next game, and we are going against the Broncos right here. And this is not how I would do my personnel on defense, but I did want to show y'all that turnover. I thought it was pretty crazy, so I just showed it. But I wouldn't have him at my user spot, so I would actually have him on the defensive line, but I just didn't have enough time. But either way, you guys can tell something I forgot to go over is the audibles, how I like to do it, and this is how I like to do it personally. So I like to put my post wheel drag, I keep the RPO one, the glance, and then I keep the same pass plays. And at that point, I just alternate through my run plays. So I did forget to talk about audibles. But that's how I do my audibles, which you guys are going to be able to see. Now, this is the RPO. Anytime I run the read option, I like to go in and make my quarterback go on conservative. So that way I can try not to fumble. And right here, you know, we just get a little busy real quick, and we got a, you know, a little touchdown right there. So, again, I still didn't have enough time to fix that guy. This guy was basically quick calling plays, so I didn't have time to set up my personnel how I wanted. But as you can tell, this is the defense that I gave you guys in my last video. The one for the 3-3. Now, I suggest getting the ebook so that way you can see my other things, how I put it all together. But as you guys can tell from the if you watched my last video, you can just win games based on just that one defense. Honestly, it's just a very, very good defense in Madden. It's been good for years. It just, you know, a lot of people just overlook it because they're just so used to it that they just overlook it. But we're not doing that over here. But right here, this is one of the setups I like too. So we're just going to put square on the streak. And we wanted to create a flood concept. But one thing I did notice about this offense is that don't be afraid to use your quarterback's legs. It's a very, very good offense if you have a mobile quarterback. So try not to do this, you know, if you don't have a mobile quarterback. So, I mean, you still can, but you just preferably want one. So right there, I probably should have handed it off, but the read was kind of muddy, and it's because he was using that guy. So for a rule of thumb, which I didn't even follow, if a read is ever muddy with the read option, just give it to the running back and take the loss. If it's a loss, you'd rather give it to your running back than have your quarterback take a big hit and possibly fumble. But right here, I was hoping he can actually secure that edge, but we wasn't able to make a play on that. I think if that would have been maybe a no-name person, we might have been able to bully our way in the end zone. But right here, this is single back wing slot. That's why I like the Eagles playbook, because you have that option to run. And to me, that is the best goal line play, like not play, but goal line formation in Madden. Honestly, to me, I think it's up there with one of the best for single back wing slot. Anyways, this is the cover 3 beater, but he did not play cover 3, and I could have had square, but I just you know, I don't like throwing picks. So if a read feels muddy to me, I'm just going to take off my quarterback if I have an athletic quarterback. So that's why I did just went ahead and take off. So this right here is the setup that I'm rocking with now. With this offense too, you always want to make sure you take what the defense is giving you. So if you play that way, I promise y'all are gonna be fine. Right here, this was one of the setups that I was telling you guys about. We're just gonna basically make a read between X and triangle and just kind of see what we have here. I forget the names of the play, but make sure y'all should already know this. Y'all should be looking at it. But like I told y'all, if we put that guy on the streak, then we're gonna be able to clear it out and basically have that as long as you have time in the pocket. So right here, we got the right read we were wanting, and also I did put this on conservative, so you're not gonna be seeing me juke or nothing like that. You're gonna see me hug the sidelines, and I recommend when you run them with your quarterback, try to hug the sidelines. Don't try to go up the middle. Like if you're going outside, don't stick your foot in the ground, go up. Keep going outside till you get to the sideline. So that way, if you fumble, at least it should go roll out of bounds. But right here, I was trying to test this play out, but just the blocking, so it could be just because RPOs just got nerfed that much, or it could just be this particular RPO, but it's a good RPO, but they just Sometimes they block it right, sometimes they don't. It depends on who you have blocking out there too, is what I decide. What I've learned with this. So, for example, you're about to see here, I like to do a lot of audibles to make them not know if I'm running or passing it. This was something I was playing around with moving my tight end over to see if he can actually get extra hands on somebody faster, since he's already going that direction. Right there, he kind of went around, didn't block the dude, but we didn't get the blocks we wanted anyways, and we did turn the ball over. But right here, this is our first drive of the third quarter because we did hold them. So he didn't get the score, obviously, as you can tell. And right here, this is the cover 3 beater I was telling you guys about. It looks like he's playing cover 3. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and try to run this cover 3 beater. And now we did it. We got exactly what we wanted. Although it was man coverage, it still can beat man. But we just didn't get a good pass. I tried to actually high pass it, but just didn't get it. I probably should have high passed floated. I think I tried to high pass bullet by accident. Or just a mental error, but I should have definitely high passed, lobbed it basically. So right here, I was trying to have so much success with this play, but I just couldn't. I actually tried to throw it to circle, but I just didn't press it fast enough, so I would have actually had who I wanted right there, but it's okay. Now right here, third down, it kind of looked like man coverage, so I was gonna just kind of play around with it and see. So you can tell right here, this is the man coverage setup that I gave y'all. Now I always look at square first because that route is glitchy if if he gets a good release animation. But as you guys can tell, that I don't know what it is about that particular slant, but that slant is just good in this offense. I don't know why it's good on that particular play. Now right there, I knew better than that. I forget that Dollar is the only defense, or one of the only ones that do that. So right here, I thought he was gonna I didn't know he was all out blitzing me, so that was my fault. As you guys can tell, I double teamed that D tackle, so that was dumb of me to do. Definitely a mental error right there, which is why I hurried up offense, and I'm not going to double team this time. So this way I can actually get the proper people blocking that I want. So I noticed he moved this user in the middle so he can actually get ID'd, and then we're just going to be able to, I thought, walk into the end zone, but Matt's going to make us sweat a little bit for that. So he did go down and score on his drive, so now we do have the ball back. And also, this is the setup I was telling you guys about. As long as you have time, it's a good setup. But right here, he played man coverage. It's not good versus man, so that's why I went ahead and took off my quarterback. Made the smart play right there to be able to move the chains. So I figured to play man again. So again, this is the setup that I like versus man. Now I decided to put triangle on a streak to see something, but I didn't get the right pass I wanted. I felt like that should have been a touchdown. I did lob it actually, but just didn't get the right pass I wanted. But anyways, I figured he was a man coverage, so I decided to actually do this man setup, the same one that I showed you guys. I like to read between triangle and X, so you guys can see right there I would have had X, but triangle is going to do its job and get open, so we are able to move the chain. So this is the 0-1 trap right here. Unfortunately, just 73 decided to take the play off, so we just did not be able to get the yards we were looking for. And right there, we were able to not get into the end zone, so I had to run this play again. And again, this is a single back wing slot. I just think it's a great goal line play. So if it's very hard to stop. Even if you know it's coming, it's a tough play to stop. If you know how to stop it, you're good. If you don't, you're gonna struggle. So anyways, right here, I was showing you guys some defensive clips just because it was 4th and 22. He almost caught that, which was crazy. But as you guys can tell, he's down more than 10, so he's gonna go ahead and exit out, and so we are moving on to our next game. So I didn't get the first drive of this, and I'm actually sad because that run play you just seen, the 0-1 trap, I actually broke it for about, I think I had like a 42-yard gain or something like that, 40-something yard gain I had on that little trap play. But anyways, I wasn't able to show you, my game didn't capture it, so I was kind of sad about that. But regardless, if reads feel muddy, don't be afraid to take off. But anyways, this is the setup that beats cover 3. So I think I called him on his defensive line. Don't know, but he should have sent this spy right there. You can't give me that much time on the play. I'm gonna find somebody, and that was the cover 3 beater right there, which is why I wanted to put this in here. This was a rather quick game, but I just wanted to put it in here because you did get to see the cover 3 beater live in action. Well, not live, but I guess you could call it live. I mean, it's gameplay. But anyways, this right here is going to be the last play though. This is the same defense that I showed you guys in my last video. Like I said, you can just kind of tell. I mean, it's just, you can literally just run this. Now I don't run this every single play all game. It's situational when I run this, but regardless, it's good. So either I can all out blitz you, or I can still blitz you with 4. So I blitz you with 4 or 5 every game. It just, or sometimes if you're just really dotting my face off, I might just only send 3. you know, so that's very possible too. But that's all what makes defense defense. So right here, you guys, like I said, you guys can see the setup, you can see how it works, and just, you know, you can tell it's just hard to throw corner routes on this defense. It's hard to throw streaks. It's just a lot of things that's hard. But anyways, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video though. I truly appreciate you guys. I really pray you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.